my name is Veronica, and I'm going to show you how to make chocolate peanut butter macarons today. I really love Reese's, so I wanted to merge them into kind of a macaron. I found this recipe from Broma, and I'll link it down below. Again, I'm not good at voiceovers at all, so please be a little bit patient with me. First, just make sure you lay out your prep work. I took 2 baking sheets, flipped them upside down, put my silicone mat on them, and then make sure you get your piping bag and your piping tip all ready too, so after you made the batter, you could just pour it straight into the bag and you don't have to worry about making a bag during any part of the process here. Now you're going to take 100 grams of almond flour and sift it through. Anything left in your strainer, don't try to push it through. It's just going to make your batter a little clumpy. And then you're going to take 100 grams of powdered sugar. Again, same concept. Don't push anything through. And 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I really hate sifting. I really do. And then you're going to take about 100 grams of granulated sugar. This will be for your egg whites. You're going to take about 100 grams of egg whites, make sure they're room temperature, add your granulated sugar in there. This is called a double boiler, and you're going to basically make them like a Swiss meringue in here. I basically whisked these egg whites and sugar together until they became white and frothy. Again, I've never done this method before. I really don't know what I'm doing, and I probably did so many things wrong, but I'm trying and I'm learning, and I want to find different macaron recipes that work the best for me. And then I took that off of the heat and I started using my hand mixer to mix them all together, and you should be starting to reach stiff peaks. This took longer. I sped this up and cut out a lot of parts. It took a while for the stiff peaks to actually rise. And I put all of my dry ingredients in there and I started whisking again. The recipe called to use a stand mixer, but I only have a hand mixer, and I was so scared of ruining the process, so I actually switched to a spatula to continue the folds. Again, don't know if I'm doing any of this right. It's my first time making this recipe, and I just wanted to make sure I got the perfect, figure 8 consistency, as they say, where you drop the batter and it should form a figure 8 in one swoop. And then I poured all my batter into the piping bag that we made earlier, and I started to pipe. I put even pressure while piping, and I tried to make my tops as smooth as they could, but, I'm not perfect, okay? This recipe gave me about 2 baking sheets worth of macarons. And make sure you tap out any air bubbles, and I use the fork to kind of pop the bigger ones. I put them in the oven for the amount of time and temp listed below, and these came out pretty good. I'm not mad at them. They don't really have that big of feet, but none of them cracked on top, and they taste pretty good, so I'm happy. Now I'm going to have my butter and peanut butter to mix together. This is the peanut butter buttercream that we're about to make. I whisk until it's combined and sort of fluffy. Now you're going to add powdered sugar and vanilla extract and continue mixing until combined. I'd say this buttercream was pretty dry, and I don't know if it's because I was waiting for the ganache to cool, but it really was stiff and it was kind of hard to pipe out. So the original tip that I use right here, I actually swapped out for a tip with a larger hole so that the buttercream can easily slide through. Now you're going to take 120 milliliters of heavy cream, and 113 grams of your dark chocolate. This is going to make our chocolate ganache. I'm going to put the heavy cream over steam, and I'm going to heat it just until it bubbles around the edges. They say until it steams. You don't want it to come to a boil. And you're going to pour that over your dark chocolate and just let it sit there. I actually did not use dark chocolate, but I probably recommend that you do. It probably will taste better. This is just the chocolate I've had lying around my house. And you whisk now. And I put it in the fridge to let it cool a little faster. After it cooled, I put it in a piping bag, and I just use that for the filling. And then I combined my peanut butter on the bottom, and then I used the ganache on the top of the macaron to make my macarons. The original recipe just called for the peanut butter filling, but I decided to make a chocolate ganache for it, for more of a chocolate flavor. I think that these came out okay. They taste alright. My dad really liked them, which is surprising because he doesn't really like macarons. And the flavor is there. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day.